Hello, folks, and welcome to the show. I'm Dave, that's Scott, and today we are reviewing 1996.
I do believe 96, yes.
The Birdcage, based on La Caja Falls, the movie, and probably the Broadway play.
Right.
And I didn't look it up, but there is a sequel to La Caja Falls, which is just as funny. I kept waiting for The Birdcage to have a sequel, and poor Robin Williams passed away before he could, but that would have been absolutely brilliant. And the movie is starring Robin Williams and Nathan Lane as the two main characters,
Yeah.
Gene Hackman and Diane Wiest as their counterparts of another family.
Yes, this is a cool setup. And, I just looked up recently today, or a few minutes ago before we started, because I was like, well, how did this differ at all from La Caja Falls? No, except in location. The plot points are the exact same. It's the exact same movie.
Pretty much solid story, yeah.
I do want to go back and take a look at this. Was fun. Gene Hackman in drag had me fucking dying because I couldn't recognize him.
So funny.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Folks, I just, jumped right to the end. We do spoil everything here at Old Ass Movie Reviews. This is from 96. One of Robin Williams. You put Robin Williams in anything, he's phenomenal. Hook him up with Nathan Lane. Those two have got such chemistry.
They did.
I believed every bit of it, them being lovers. I believed every bit that they were together. And it's like, holy crap. They're so good.
I think this is Nathan Lane's first motion picture. He had been on Broadway.
Oh,
and
okay.
I was watching some interviews with him, and they talk about this movie, like him getting into this movie, and he had put it off. Mike Nichols wanted him to come and do, I forgot there was another movie that Mike Nichols was doing, and I think it was with another one with Robin Williams, and he put it off because he was on Broadway, he's doing plays. And that was like the thing for like several years. And finally, for whatever reason, whoever he was working with on Broadway at one point finally just said, you got to go do this movie. You got to work with him, whatever the movie is. And him and Robin Williams got along famously, got along great. And there was a thing, I mean, Nathan Lane is gay. And at one point, I want to say it was not Whoopi Goldberg. Oprah Winfrey. Winfrey was talking to Nathan Lane and trying, for whatever reason, to admit that he was gay. Like
I remember this story
during the conversation, and he did that. The guy didn't want to talk about his sexuality. He didn't want to. That wasn't what he was there for. He was there to talk about the movie, and of course, Oprah and everybody else just tries to lambaste you. So Robin Williams, being just the gentleman, the pure gentleman and great guy he is, just jumps in and takes control of the interview entirely. And it was really, and Nathan Lane said, I couldn't thank him enough because I was so uncomfortable. He felt it and he just dove in and saved me. He goes, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do he goes, it was nobody's business. I still don't, he doesn't really still talk about it too much.
And it is.
It's nobody's business.
Yeah.
But it was really nice that him and Robin Williams were so good of friends by that point, that Robin just, took the piss out of her,
Yeah, this is a hard movie to watch and review for me, because any time I see Robin Williams, I'm hit with a great sadness that this man is a legend, a comedic legend, and he was also probably one of the saddest people on the planet. And that's, it's just tragic when you see these actors that bring us such joy and laughter, and then they have taken their own life. Yeah. And it's just a reminder of that, and don't want to bring everything down, but it's just hard. Robin Williams, God bless him. I love his movies. And this one is, dude, hysterical.
Mork and Mindy. I'm sorry. When I was a kid growing up, Mork and Mindy was fantastic. It was just great. The first 3 or 4 seasons of that was just hysterical. As a kid, I don't know if I could watch it now as an adult, but as a kid, it was really funny. But the opening scene with him trying to get Nathan Lane, Albert, onto the stage.
It's so funny.
He's trying to get Albert on the stage, and their butler, manservant, Agador, Hank Azaria.
Yeah, which later becomes Agador Spartacus.
Agador Spartacus. Oh my God.
Hey, hold on, Dave. I realize we're jumping all over the place. Let's give a quick synopsis of this movie. Here we go. We have Robin Williams.
Anyone listening?
Robin Williams, Nathan Lane are a couple that live above a nightclub in Miami. Robin Williams is the basically runs the thing where Nathan Lane.
They own it.
They own it, but Nathan Lane is the big star attraction of the drag shows that they have. Yes, Starina. So basically, the quick and dirty of this movie is Robin Williams has a son who Albert and Armand, was that his name? Armand had raised Val. Val comes home and Val's getting married. Val's engaged to a girl whose parents are very conservative Republicans running for re-election right in the middle of election time. And she basically lies about Val's parents as a Greek attaché or ambassador or something. And this is where I got really mad at Val for even asking his dad this.
I know. I was
pissed.
Even years ago when I first saw it back in '96, I was like, that kid's got some cojones. And this is even before you get to really like the characters, because you're just learning the characters. But for the kid to come in and do that, you're like,
and they do. They try to look straight for these this family so we can make a good impression.
And Diane Wiest, who are Senator Keeley and Louise Keeley.
Gene Hackman had it really cranked up, didn't he?
Oh my God. The guy that he's on some board with dies of a heart attack in bed with an underage prostitute that's
and a black one at that.
And he's just he's having a meltdown. The news media is, of course, knocking down his doors trying to get an interview with him. He's trying to sneak out of the house. So they finally decide, well, we'll just go see, the daughter's, what was her name? Barbara Keeley.
Yeah,
who was played by Callista Flockhart. We'll go down to her boyfriend's parents' house down in Florida. We'll just go down there. And that's where it really starts taking off, man. Because they when they get there, the whole time you see them driving down to Florida. It's like an 18-hour drive. They're trying to get ready for them to show up because they find out at the last minute that they're coming down. The two dads are totally out of touch with reality. If it doesn't have to do with their club or or Broadway, they've got no idea what's going on in the news. And the son's trying to explain to them like who these people are, and they're like, "So what do we care?" And like you said, the son, you're asking way too much, man. Yeah. You're asking way too much.
It does resolve itself in a very satisfactory way. And that's going to happen. It's what I was hoping would happen is Val finally realizes I asked my dad and Uncle Albert or Auntie Albert or whatever he called.
His mom.
Basically, Albert was his mom. So absolutely. To be something they're not. And he realized the error in his ways. It all comes together so wonderfully. But after they get to that point and have to dress the senator and his family up in drag to get out of the club.
So nobody recognizes them.
But I will say one of my favorite parts is the end credit scenes of the wedding. And just the people staring across the aisle at each other with hatred.
You got all the straights staring over at the drag queen.
It's all dark and suits on one side. Yeah. And then it's all bright and colorful on one side and suits and ties on the other. And it's just like, it's funny.
My favorite line in that is there's the big drag queen that was the door. Doorway. Looks over, he bumps the one of the Spanish guys like, that Bob Dole is gorgeous. And the guy just looks over at Bob Dole and then looks back at the drag queen like, all right. That's like my favorite line in that whole freaking movie.
It's just because it's so random. It's so random, and it's like, okay, it tells you what time frame we're in for this movie. It's a beautifully shot movie. It's my God, it's colorful.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Yeah, I can't imagine the set director, the set designers.
Oh my God, the art design, whoever dressed that set. My God,
their apartment above the club is freaking awesome. Like I'm looking at that going, damn, I would love to have a place like that.
It was something else.
Drop me in the middle of that. I'd be fine. I don't like their decorations, but hey, I'm gonna get the moose head out of there too. I don't know. Moose, it's what they do.
The statue was a running gag too. The one with the giant penis.
Yeah.
Because at one point, Robin Williams is holding it, and it's like,
That's why I do
that. Yeah.
There's the scene where Agador Spartacus, by the time
with the shoes,
the shoes, put your shoes on. The shoes, they making me fall down. Gene Hackman and Diane Wiest are at the house. They show up. They're introduced to the two parents. They're introduced to Nathan Lane and Robin Williams. No, they're introduced to Robin Williams first because Nathan Lane hasn't come out of the back room. They're waiting for what? I'm sorry, I got to find that actress's name. I love her to death. Christine Baranski is the woman who actually gave birth to the son. They've tried to get her to come over. They figure they can save this whole debacle if they have a woman, a real woman, with the dad. They might be able to pull it off. Well, Baranski can't make it. Something happens to the bridge. The bridge is up or closed or something. Meanwhile, everybody's at the house except for Baranski. They're getting ready to have food or something, and all of a sudden they hear this clumping and slamming in one of the rooms, and they're like, "What is going on?" And here comes Nathan Lane in full drag. He looks like the typical loving older woman.
He looked like Barbara Bush when he came out.
Yeah. It's so funny. When he comes out, you just die, and the whole time he's talking, you just fall in love with Nathan Lane's character.
That was wonderful.
Because he's just
so good.
He's just this sweet little old lady,
Yeah.
And they're getting ready to have dinner. The whole point is they're getting ready to have dinner. They have the bowls.
Oh my God, the bowls.
These Greek bowls in front of
naked boys
everybody.
playing leapfrog.
It's basically Greek bowls of men having intercourse, and Nathan Lane's character does say about no, I think they're playing leapfrog, and he's like, I don't think they're playing leapfrog. So Robin Williams has to run in, grab the soup or whatever they're dishing, and he's just throwing the soup in the bomb. He's splashing.
They've just about figured out what they're looking at.
And there's a scene in the movie where he goes running back into the kitchen, and he's like, he doesn't have a meal. He doesn't have a meal prepared.
Or Agador.
Agador did not have a meal prepared.
He's a great character.
It's supposed to be a meal. He's like, fuck this. And and they're all like taking swigs out of the wine bottle or the booze bottle. And there's a scene where Robin Williams is trying to get to the door. He slips and he falls. And everybody stops and looks at him. And he jumps back up. He says, get to the fucking door. And he's just starting out. And the guy goes, here's the shrimp. Fuck the shrimp. And he runs out the door. He wasn't supposed to fall. That was an actual slip. He just kept going.
That's awesome.
There was like a couple of scenes where these guys would do something and they would just keep going.
You have to.
Because everybody on that set was so good at covering a mistake or just ad-libbing a line, and anybody that had the line ad-lib to them, they'd feed back. They were really good. They
trusted each other. The level of trust for that was perfect.
Was like, it was so good. Mike Nichols is like, that's golden. You don't get, there was so much stress in that moment of running back and forth in the kitchen. If you like, I don't even know what to say about this movie. I love this movie so much.
It's fun.
I saw this movie first. I knew about Lakaja Falls. I knew that it was a play. I didn't realize it was a movie until I watched this, and it was like based on Lakaja Falls. And I was like, I thought it was only a play in going on in New York. As far as I know, the thing's still playing in New York. It's supposed to be freaking dynamite.
Oh, this would be a great live show.
But I went ahead and I found Lakaja Falls. It was a really hard movie to find at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit easier now. The second one is really hard to find for me. I can't find the second one yet. I only found it one time, watched it. But the first one, I think it's got subtitles. It's in French.
Oh, yeah.
But the first one, I think, is actually as good, if not a little bit better than the Birdcage. The second one, if they had gotten Lane and Williams to be in the second one and actually had made Lakaja Falls 2 or the Birdcage 2, I can't imagine how funny it would have been. Because
number 2 is on Prime.
It is on Prime now?
Yeah.
I swear I was just looking for that a week ago. And
I just looked right now.
Anywhere.
The first one's on Prime too, so they're both on Prime at the moment.
Oh, thank God.
Finally. So I was gonna, after watching this, is like, yeah, I wanted to go see the original. But yeah, I'd love to see them continue. I would have loved to have seen this been continued.
Because in the second Lakaja Falls, there's a cop that's given to Albert's character as a guard. And he starts falling in love with Albert because Albert has to dress as a woman to hide out in the country, and they're trying to be farmers or something. I forgot what the hell it is. And they are absolutely not farmers. I mean, you can look at these two idiots and just like the guy's like taking off his rings and he's, trying to dirty up his hands. The guy who plays Robin Williams' character, he looks a little bit more like a regular guy, but the other one just can't pull it off for nothing. And the cop starts falling in love with Albert, and it's just so funny. And I was just dying. I was really hoping that they would do that second movie, and they never did.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just seemed like a natural. But this movie, the drag queens are absolutely hysterical because you have the one guy who's like 19 or 20 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got no brains, and he's sitting there chewing gum while Albert's singing and trying to do the practice run. And he's chewing gum. He starts going crazy. He's chewing gum. Why are you chewing gum? It helps me think. Honey, you're wasting your gum. Never argue with a drag queen. They would destroy you, man.
This is a fun movie. This is really funny. Sorry, I had an echo there for a second. It's like, what happened? No, it wasn't you. It was, anyway. Yes, technical difficulties. Sorry for the glitch. This is a fun movie. I really enjoyed watching it. It'd been a long time since I've seen it. And it was, I didn't think I was going to sit down and just watch it all, but it was one of those that it flows fast. It's shot well. My God, it's acted incredibly. It's funny. It's a good movie.
It's a good story too, because it is all about family.
It is.
This honestly is a good family movie. Like
it absolutely is.
If you want to get people together and go, look, this is how a family should be, and they're like, well, no, they're gay. It's like, no, you are missing the major point here.
They always do.
That's not even the fucking point of this movie. The point of the movie is the love and care that people all have for each other.
Yes.
And I remember watching it the very first time, and I looked over at Kat and I said, wish my parents would have been like that.
No, right? Seriously, no.
And she's like, which ones? I was like, I don't even care at this point.
This is
the perfect mom.
Yeah. This is a movie that had a message that is deeper than it appears.
Yeah.
It's one that you watch and you start to feel. You see the conservative politician all about family values, where there's not exactly what's going on.
Yeah,
but here you have what you would expect wouldn't have family values, this gay couple showing everything family should be. So it's a nice little, if you're watching this movie, you should pick it up. I mean, it's very obvious what's going on, but it's not like it's out of the ordinary because this is how people still think today, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. So it's good family movie.
I did like the movie because it really does push like the love of family. Mm-hmm. And the fact that Diane Wiest, she had less trouble with these two guys being together. She was more concerned about her husband's political career at that point, and he was definitely worried about it. But I like that she's just the one time when he takes the wig off of Albert in front of the senator, like he's like, this is Albert, this is my mother. And he's like,
I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand. He's like, this, she walks up, she goes, this is a man. And he's like, how could you be Democrat or something like, how could you vote Democrat or something like that? And it's like, he's not even like, his mind is just completely melted down.
Well, that was the whole funny thing because he was falling in love with Albert's character.
Yes.
And his wife was watching him, and all of a sudden because he was like all of a sudden talking about this woman like he doesn't talk about his own wife. And it's oh, look at this. This is funny. This was cute. I adored this movie. This is a definite must watch from me.
We hit a couple of really high spots, and just saying them and laughing about them makes this movie even funnier in my head. And it just keeps getting funnier every time I watch it. I do highly recommend watching this movie because it's a heartfelt movie. There are a couple of really good points where like you said, the son's just, you want to reach in the television and smack the son. Like, what?
I mean, you understand, and
you get it, but how do you ask somebody to do that?
And maybe we're at a place in our life where we see it like, how dare you ask somebody to be somebody they're not?
Yeah.
But maybe, as younger, he doesn't have the experience, and I get it, and that's why he at least.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
He's 20. He's 20.
Yeah, so he's supposed to be 20.
I was really stupid at 20, 21, all the way up to maybe 50.
Yeah. I'm still stupid.
Yeah. I have stupid humor. But like you, I love this movie. I definitely say it's a watch.
This has got a lot of heart, and I do mean heart. There are times when you feel so bad for Albert, the character of Albert.
Yeah.
And then you find out how much Robin Williams' character loves him so much.
Yeah.
And he's just the one time you want to slap me. Go ahead, slap me. And he looks at his watch and he freaking hits him. He just thinks about it like he looks at his watch like, do I have enough time?
The opening scene shows you how much Armand loves Albert.
Yeah, how much he's put up with this guy.
You see instantly what kind of person Albert is and how over dramatic and end of the world, and it's just like, oh my god! And Armand doesn't miss a beat. Okay, we're just doing this,
Yeah, this we talk about good writing.
This is great
writers. This is basically the French film translated probably into English, maybe Americanized a little bit. I want to get the person's name on here. Phone's taking forever. By Elaine May, probably Americanized it quite a bit. Jean Perrault, Francis Weber, Edouard Molinaro, and Marcello Danon were the French writers. Elaine May was the American writer for Birdcage.
She adapted it then.
She adapted it. Now, the thing is, those guys wrote such a good story, and her adaptation didn't miss a beat. That's when you don't lose the story in translation, and it's such a solid. You know exactly who Albert is. Mm-hmm. You know exactly who Armand is right off the bat. You figure out who the son is after he's introduced right away. You're like, oh, he's the son. It's just so well done, and this is good writing. This, if you want to learn how to write characters, I would say this is a good one. Also,
that's definitely one to take a look at. Absolutely.
Definitely. But yeah, such a funny movie. I think I probably watch this once a year.
Oh, really? I haven't seen this in forever.
Because it is such a good story, and I like a good story. I will watch Star Wars a lot. I love the very first Star Wars. I love Empire, probably my favorite 2 out of the 3. And I watch this one almost as much as I do Star Wars at this point because of the story in it. It's just so good.
It's good.
The characters are so compelling. And to watch the senator squirm from the time he's introduced to the end of that movie, he is doing nothing but squirming. And you're just like, that's every senator. That's every congressman.
That's awesome.
That's every politician right here. Take away, if they would have never even said like that he was a conservative and they just said he's some politician, everybody would have looked at that guy and went, that's just every politician, man. It's just every effing politician in the world right there.
It just upped the stakes
to make
when he was the leader of the morality party and all of that. And it's like, oh my God, because they make comments earlier. Should we get the Pope's blessing? Oh no, he's too liberal. I was like, oh damn,
Pope's too liberal. But it's funny because they did the same thing in the French. You got to watch La Cage aux Folles. I'd like to know.
I definitely do.
Because they basically do the same thing. It's a conservative politician.
Well, that's what I was reading. It's pretty much the same story.
So it all fits together. It's so good. But I recommend it for every single reason you could think of. The sound design, the photography, the cinematography.
How about that opening shot?
Oh, I should have opened with that, as a matter of fact.
I forgot about it till just now when you said cinematography, and I don't know how this one was pulled off. I don't know because
it had to be a helicopter.
Well, it did until it got to the street and it switches to a crane shot. Somewhere they transitioned from the. I don't know where that split, man. Because they don't have drones in '96.
That's when you know you have a world-class editor. When you know it was cut, you know it's cut somewhere. It was cut. You just don't know the exact spot.
It went from helicopter to crane, man.
Yeah, because they come across the street, or they almost get to the street, and then bang, you're in the crane, and you're like, and then the crane comes down and goes and starts going towards the crew or the.
Does it go into the club too?
And then all of a sudden they go into because that shot comes all the way into the club, and then you're introduced to Armand.
It's transitioned to a steady cam again.
Is it the young ones or no? It's the kids. He's like, oh, give them coffee. That shot is amazing, and neither cut. Am I sure where the hell they got cut at? That's an editor. That's an editor worth their weight in gold. That's somebody you want editing for you.
Yeah, it reminds me of not the same thing, but I love. It wasn't a single take. We know there are cuts in this, but I always think back to Scorsese's single take of Goodfellas, where they're walking through the club and everything through the kitchen,
and everybody's being introduced.
It's just so freaking insane. So this one got me too, because this reminded me. Here it is, Muppet Christmas Carol. How they transitioned from the model to the miniatures to the stage.
Yeah. Yep. Oh man, that's a really good edit too.
Yeah.
We should find out who that editor was. It's amazing the things you don't really think about until you start talking. Yeah. And like you said, the colors, the sound design, because when you go into the club, it gets really loud, and then all of a sudden they start talking and they back off the sound. Sometimes people don't know how to do that. Sometimes they just leave too much in the foreground for sound, and it's very noticeable. But this, the sets are just fantastic.
Well, and you made a comment that I completely missed. This was a movie about family. What is the song playing at the beginning and at the end? We are family.
Yeah, we are family. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Duh.
I know. Duh.
Yeah, I'm so stupid.
Dumbass movie reviews here. Old ass movie reviews.
Bring us over. Okay. I want my banana sticker and I want it now. Yeah. That's so funny.
Damn, it's right there. They told us what the movie was about right off the bat.
They are literally telling you what it's about coming through the door.
Yep.
Holy shit. Pardon the expression. Yes. You're absolutely right. How did I miss that?
I don't know.
Same years
I missed it too. I missed it too.
Oh God.
Damn, right there.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Everything's a conscious decision. So, it's
I just love Callista Flockhart. She's upset that none of the trans guys or none of the cross dressers are dancing with her. And she's like, I'm just as good looking as any of these guys.
Yeah, well, Gene Hackman's character was getting upset too.
Yeah.
No,
I'm dancing by myself. Oh my God, he was so out of place.
He played it so well. He played every bit of it so well.
They did a close up, and I know I'm dragging this out.
That's all good.
They did a close up of the cameraman, the newsman.
Yeah,
younger news guy. He shows up, and you see him a couple of times, and you're like, okay, what's this guy going to do? They never did anything with him. I'm going to take a wild guess and say they cut a bigger part out for this guy. Because there's a scene when Gene Hackman walks by and he's got the camera. He's got his back to the camera. And he turns around. Smiles. He's looking right at the camera. And he smiles like he knows who it is, but he's not going to give it up. And he turns back and starts recording like inside again. And I was like, that's an odd choice for a character who doesn't have any lines.
So I wonder
what got cut out for him.
There was also another scene near there where when they're leaving the club and Gene Hackman's driver is out there and he tells him, hey, meet me at such and such address. Or whatever. Not for $1 million, lady.
Not for $1 million. Oh, that driver got fired. But yes.
Okay.
I highly recommend this movie. Watch this movie, rent this movie, buy this movie, get this movie and watch it. It's fun. It's funny. It's heartwarming. It's about family. It's about
absolutely.
Love, you know?
Absolutely. We are family. Check out the Birdcage, Robin Williams, Nathan Lane. If you like our review, hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, and we will be back next week with something else.
Next week.